Hello everyone, Stone Spine here. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by and checking out this video. Today's video I'm going to be doing an overview, not a use review, of the ef966. It's labeled as D2 and it's also called the Bearfly. Now the reason I got this knife was I wanted to check out the axis lock on this, and I also wanted to check out the build quality and how Eafengrow builds their knives. Eafengrow is not a manufacturer from what I gather. They are a rebrander. And a guy named Love Them Knives, he has a YouTube channel as well. He has actually had some of the blades sent out and tested to see if they were D2. Some of them came back as D2, some of them came back as not D2. So check out his video on Eafengrow D2 tests. Pretty informative. I'll go over some quick specs here. We have a blade length of 3.31 inches or 8.4 centimeters. Handle length of 4.33 inches or 11 centimeters. A blade width of 0.9 inches or 2.3 centimeters. A blade thickness of 0.1 inches or 2.5 millimeters. It's weighing in at 2.94 ounces. It has a reversible non-deep carry pocket clip, so this is not a deep carry. It's going to stick up around 5/8 of an inch out of your pocket. The liners are flush with the scales. They are hollowed out a little bit. I'm assuming they're stainless. They do have some cutouts in there for weight relief. And this is they're claiming D2, the Chinese D2. And it does have a decent working edge. And by working edge, I'm going to say it'll cut paper pretty well out of the box. It's not shaving sharp, but it will cut paper all the way down the blade. So, and it's not quite shaving sharp. So this is pretty good for left-handers or right-handers. It does have thumb studs on both sides. And they do have T6 heads on them. So you can probably take these off. I haven't taken it apart yet. I'm a bit leery about taking this apart yet until I used it for a little while. It has pivot screws on both sides, T8, and all the other hardware is T6. And the pocket clip screw is incorporated into one of the pillars, as you can see there. So if you're going to change your pocket clip around, you're going to have to keep these screws in there on both sides. And there are only two pillars in this knife. You got one there, and the rest of it is pretty wide open. There's not a whole lot there, so it'll be easy to clean out. Of course, you get your pivot too. I guess you consider that a pillar area. So micarta scales, it's a linen micarta. It feels nice. They didn't do the best job on finishing it here. You can see it's acceptable for a $26 knife. But what I really wanted to check out on this knife was the axis lock and the action of it. So I'll give you a quick demonstration. This is probably the best way I can demonstrate it. When you pull down both sides of the lock, you can see the angle there, and then it'll suck it in. Now, if you pull down one side, it doesn't release as easy. I want to release it all there. There it went. But you have to have even pressure on this to make it really, really nice on the action. Oh, I keep hitting the table. And you can wrist flick this out. So it doesn't have a detent. It has the springs for kind of sucks the knife in when you get close. Thumb flick is pretty good on it. It's pretty fidgety. It's a nice fidgety knife. It's not quite as easy to flick out with your thumb as, say, something with a detent on it, like the CJRB Malia. Like this will just fly right out. As soon as you break that detent, it's shooting out. So, but I think the action's pretty good for what it is. I haven't played. I played with Mannix, but I'd never used a bug out. That's why I wanted to get this. I wanted to check out how the basic action would be on a Benchmade. Oh, and the micarta, you can see it has a little bit of a concavity there in the center. It's not rounded. It's actually concave right here. But the action's pretty good. Well, you can fidget with it. You can reverse flick it. It's not very comfortable to do it like that, but it can be done. The jimping on it is non-aggressive. It's there. It does its job, but it doesn't hurt your thumb at all when you're using the jimping. That's about all I have on this. I just kind of wanted to show what I thought would be interesting to everyone on the action of this and how the locking mechanism worked. I want to tear it apart and delve into it a little bit deeper. Here's some quick comparisons. This is, well, here's one right here. The Victorinox Evo for size. And get a big knife here. How about a buck 110. It's good size comparisons for you. And price-wise, I think I mentioned $26.95 on Amazon. It's reasonable. But for 25 bucks, you can get a Gonzo knife. This is the FH61, FH41, which I would say if you're going to call a budget knife, if you're going to label the quality 1 through 10 and say we're using Gonzos as a 10, this would be about an 8. Not quite up there with Gonzo's fit and finish. Gonzo does a really nice job on their budget knives. And I'm not sure how the steels are going to compare either. I know this is really D2, and it holds an edge okay. You can get it pretty sharp. But that's about it. This is the Eafengrow ef966, also known as the Bearfly D2. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. And keep your eye open. I'll be doing some more budget blade videos. And that's about it. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one.